Next on the screen is a host from the underrated Twitch channel, Weeb Closet, with a very exciting proposal. Yo, fellow geniuses. My name is Russell, and I'm from the Bay Area of California. But really, I am Ninja Russ, a fellow weeb and aspiring internet influencer. And I am here to be seeking wealth, fame, and power from internet genius in exchange for 5% of my soul. It seems that there is a demand for having pretty cool podcast guests onto internet genius. And even though there is, there's probably an infinite wealth of people that is around the immediate vicinity, I'd like to throw in a proposal, which is having someone that is completely unknown, completely underground, if you will, and thrown that into the mix, okay? And that person is me, the one and only Ninja Russ, the only person that you'll ever need. Now, what set of advantages do I have to offer? Well, let me show you through the diagrams that appear behind me, I guess. I don't know. It's editing me that's really fucking lazy. We'll figure it out. But basically, number one, I am a certified yapper. Yes, you got that right, okay? Sometimes the issue with finding new podcast guests is you need someone who actually likes the discussion, who truly is in the moment, interacts with everything. See, not just talking about, the relevant happenings of the world, such as politics. Instead, you need someone that is able to tackle the very, very tough topics, the hard-hitting ones that no one has ever asked before, okay? Such as, is Blackbeard guilty of rizzing up a minor? And also, is having a yandere GF healthy for your mind? Something like that, okay? What I'm trying to say is I have a whole wealth of experience in the Yapverse, if you will. As such, I have deemed myself a Yapmeister and can offer my services wholly to the service of internet genius and the fellow geniuses out there. Now, number two, of course, yapping is very important, but I'm also an intellectual, all right? I feel like that's the rule number one of here, but I felt like it was kind of obvious by my stature, my impeccable aura, if you will. Now, I have a lots of intellectual feats, if you will. I have a degree in computer science. Maybe not a job in one, but I have that. That is a lot of knowledge that I accumulated there, okay? But on other things, I've browsed through Reddit, okay? I've browsed through Reddit. I know all the how to do very, very important research. As an add-on to that, I can provably say that my knowledge has expanded ever since watching a very specific video essay. Okay, I'm not gonna name names, but yeah, it might have been a big influence, perhaps. But the key thing is I watch video essays. That means I am very, very smart, very, very intellectual. Okay, I've never questioned any of the topics and the thesis conclusions from any of them. And I've built a whole wealth of knowledge that has never been questioned. It is objective fact. Now, number three, I feel like this is kind of getting a little bit noticeable now, is I'm unhinged. At least that's what I say, but yes, I'm unhinged. As in, I am the balance, okay? I'm like the yin to the yang of being intellectual and being a dumbass, okay? It's balancing the two, and you get someone like me that is able to do very, let's say, questionable things on one hand, but then on the other hand, doing very, very beautiful, beautiful pieces of, I dare say art, but it's more like finding true experiences in the real world, okay? So there's that. I dare say that we need less normal people on the podcast is what I'm trying to say. Not, it's already been apparent that we've had some truly beautiful individuals, but we need to push the limit even more. Raise the stocks, if you will. I don't know. Holy shit, what am I yapping about? And then, I guess finally, the biggest trait I have going for me is I'm a huge procrastinator, okay? I'm just like one of you guys, I swear! As in, my greatest feat is posting a vlog 1 year from when it was recorded. So yeah, I'm very timely with my stuff. However, like I said, it is my actual greatest strength because while I might be the latest motherfucker in existence, I do, however, take agency and do things every now and then, such as making this video or attempting to move to Japan and seeing if my ass is going to get absolutely annihilated. Stuff like that. So I think, I dare say there might be rumblings that you might need another procrastinator onto the podcast, if you will. Just room for thought, okay? However, I will say that unfortunately, I'm a little brown, so surely we can make things work, right? To conclude, I am a perfect candidate, the only candidate, if you will, that you'll ever need on the podcast ever. And it will be a very great disservice to the multiverse if if I don't eventually show up in some fashion. It doesn't really matter. I'm just kind of memeing, but I need to be on the podcast, okay? This is not intention-seeking behavior. This is just a very, very polite ask, okay? And if you're not convinced yet, my one true saving grace is I do have the will of D, and yes, I have the will of D. If you don't believe me, here you go, okay? I have, as you can see, I have the divine providence by Banks himself, the one and only. So, yeah. If that's not enough, then I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. All right, so, yeah. What do you say now here? You say the DMs are open? I don't fucking know. I guess what I'm trying to say is I'm open, I think. Something like that. Also, I like Gurren Lagann, so like, come on. I swear I have a personality. It's not just this. I'm actually a ninja. But okay. Rant over, yap over. Will you join me in this beautiful journey? Something like that. Multiverse. I didn't write the script. I have executive handshakes. Yeah. I don't know. Why am I doing this, man? Oh my god.